I'm Jackie Court. You're in my kitchen, and I'm here with Helen Katz, who is a cannabis lifestyle enthusiast. And Helen is going to join me today as an extension of my podcast, Wine, Women, and Weed, where I am learning the dope on dope. Today, Helen's going to show me how to bring cannabis into the kitchen, into my lifestyle, and into the world of menopause. So over to you, Helen. I want to hear a little bit about what we're going to learn in the kitchen.
Okay, so today we are going to do something actually very simple and really good for a post-workout, if you work out. We're going to make smoothies today, and they're actually super duper easy. All you have to do is bake a little cannabis, make sure you crush it up, put it in the oven for about 20 minutes for a single serving. And at a temperature of 225 degrees. Once you complete that, you would make your smoothie any way that you would enjoy making it. And then just sprinkle a little bit of cannabis into your smoothie, zip it up.
Kind of like the way you would throw in like flaxseed or something,
Exactly,
right?
yes,
Okay.
exactly. It's really good for reducing inflammation and any aches and pains you may have after a workout.
Okay, so a big question people are going to ask before we get started is, am I going to get high from my cooking? Am I going to get high after my workout?
Well, yes, definitely. If you're not already a cannabis user, then it's definitely going to make you high. And if it's something that, if you don't want to get high, CBDs are also just as effective for that.
Okay.
You can decarb CBD flower if you have it, and if you don't, and you have an oil, a CBD oil, you can also add it to your smoothie. And it'll be just as effective with the anti-inflammation, anti-inflammatory.
Okay. Well, I have a question. So now this is my little stash from the Ontario Cannabis Store. I've tried a few different strains. Some of them, are more sativa. Some are more indica. The indica I find really mellow. I usually go for low THC because I'm not looking to get high. I'm just looking for that kind of like calm, peaceful. So if our audience, our fellow bakers out there, didn't want to get high after workout, could they put in a strain that is more like, even if it's more indica, but like low THC? Because on the Cannabis Store website, you can choose the level of THC, like how high or how low, and you can choose whether you want a sativa or an indica or a hybrid. So is that an option?
Absolutely. There are certain types of strains that would be really good for that sort of thing that will not make you high. Catatonic is a really good strain.
That just sounds like I would be.
I know it sounds more, it sounds like you would be, but it's high in CBD and very low in THC.
Okay.
It's an indica dominant strain, but it can be used during the day as well.
Okay.
It's not too strong.
Okay. That's probably what I would want after workout, or even if I had to just get through my day. But
there's also a strain called Durgamata 2.
Durgamata
2.
Okay.
And that is also very high in CBD and low in THC.
Okay.
And that is I believe it's a sativa hybrid, but don't quote me on that. I must look it up before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any newbies out there, like myself, THC is what gets you high. CBD is more, could you just sort of explain
CBD is got almost similar types of feelings to THC, but without the
heady,
kinda,
you're stoned.
You're not stoned. You're not. No, you do not get stoned from CBD. Also, another wonderful thing about CBD is it counteracts the intensity of THC.
Yes. So I did hear this. If you get too high, take some CBD oil.
CBD oil would be great.
Suck on a lemon.
Smell some pepper, even an orange or a lime, any citrus fruit will be good for that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so
there are certain fruits though that, like mangoes, for example, they have a terpene called, I may not even say this right, myrcene.
We'll go with myrcene.
And this also exists within some cannabis strains.
Okay.
So, I mean, people say, and I don't know how true it is, if you eat mangoes before, you might get it enhances the effects.
Stick with the lemons and the CBD oil. CBD oil, when you talk about cooking it in our smoothie or CBD, I think like a majority of us probably just buy the oil. So as opposed to doing what we're about to do, you could just drop in, like put a few drops of CBD oil into your smoothie.
Absolutely.
Your CBD can come with higher levels of THC, but the one that I take every night is for sleep and relaxation and anxiety. It's very low THC, so I don't get that heady feeling, and I don't wake up feeling anything. So that's another option.
Absolutely.
So why don't you show me and us what you're talking about? We have to bake.
Yeah,
The
we're gonna bake the pot.
Bake, not get baked.
No,
We're not getting baked. We're baking.
Oh, you can get baked later.
I think we're gonna call this get baked.
Okay. So parchment paper.
Mm-hmm.
Parchment paper.
Yes.
Cookie sheet.
Very dirty cookie sheet.
It's been loved. Very well loved cookie sheet.
It's too bad we don't have Photoshop when we do video. It's a nice shiny bright sheet.
Yeah. So we just need a piece of.
Not gonna lie, this came from the dollar store.
That's okay. I think it came from Loblaws.
Or it might have come from Loblaws.
Or No Frills.
Yeah, it doesn't like to be ripped.
Whatever. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Okay. See how pretty this is? Yeah. So we just lay it on the cookie sheet.
Ta-da! Vanna White.
Bam.
This is the cannabis.
Legal weed with look at all of the disclaimers.
See, we are not going to AAIL.
Shh. Okay. So Jackie has already ground it up for us. So
yes. But here's a question. You asked me if I had a scale to measure this.
Yes.
I do not have a scale. I might have to get a scale. Are you talking like those little Weight Watcher scales? Like one of those things?
No, they're like pocket scales, like little scales.
Okay.
You can get them at any cannabis paraphernalia store. Will have it.
Okay. Can you get it anywhere? Like, can you get them at Vanderpop?
What's that?
Vanderpop?
I don't know what
It's
that
an
is.
amazing cannabis accessory store.
Really? Where?
Oh, I think they're out of the U.S., but they're here too.
Oh, okay.
You gotta check out Vanderpop. But is there any places here you know of that?
Actually,
Toronto?
I know a couple of places in the neighborhood. Riverdale, what's it called? Riverdale Trading Company.
Okay.
On Queen Street East.
Yep.
They sell them.
Okay.
And then there's also a convenience shop right at Queen and Broadview.
I know that one too.
The one just west of Broadview.
Totally.
On the south side of Queen.
But if you're not in like the east end of Toronto, you could just look for cannabis paraphernalia.
Yeah, any cannabis paraphernalia store accessories. Friendly Stranger on Queen Street West is one of those. THC is a great store. Okay. It's on Yonge Street between Bloor and Wellesley. Okay, so just we're gonna make a smoothie now.
Okay.
All right.
So our cannabis is baked. Get it?
Yeah.
Baked.
We've got a serving of baked cannabis here.
Now this is obviously not the whole amount that we baked. This is just a portion for this smoothie size. And because again, I don't have a scale. For say 2 servings of a smoothie, what would you recommend? That looks like about a teaspoon.
So right here, I would say there's maybe about 0.7 of a gram.
Okay. So if you don't have a scale when you happen to do this, that looks to be about a teaspoon, just under a teaspoon.
It's like a joint. And a half. A joint and a half. Okay. 2 small joints.
See? A joint and a half. Okay.
2 small little tiny joints. Anyway. Okay, so we're gonna make the smoothie any way you would love to, like whatever way you like. Okay. So
the smoothie.
You tell me. You put in whatever you like in there.
You put the milk and the yogurt and this stuff in. I'm gonna get you the ice.
All right. Sounds great.
Twisted ice.
Got some yogurt.
Okay. Now I tend not to put too much ice in my smoothie because these are frozen.
Yeah, no problem.
But we'll put in a few cubes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Put in some strawberries.
All right.
And then we've got some mango. What are we using here? We're using something called White Widow.
White Widow.
Oh.
So, counter to what you were saying earlier about the mango, we're gonna put some mango in. Should be an interesting post-workout day.
All right. Oh, we we've got yogurt in there at the bottom already.
Oh, you put some in?
Yeah.
You're so good. Okay.
And here's a bit of milk.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Here we go.
look at
The
this.
most important ingredient.
Bam!
Da-da-da.
We're getting our greens.
Alright. Okay.
And I just went to yoga, so this is perfect. Loud. Smoky.
Turn it off now.
I think that's a good idea.
One of the blades does this.
Wow.
Okay. So you know what?
All right. It looks like it's ready.
Okay. Here we go. Proof is in the smoothie. Oh, this is nice and thick.
Perfect.
It
Like a
looks
milkshake.
so much. It looks like a McDonald's strawberry milkshake. It's probably. All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Can't even taste it.
Can't taste it all. You sure it's in there?
Mm-hmm. You saw me pour it in there,
I
man.
did. Proof is in the camera. I have it on camera that you did it. Okay, this is amazing.
Can't even taste it. Nothing.
I feel healthier already.
I'm feeling the inflammation go away.
So if you have any questions that you want to direct to Helen about what some of the stuff we talked about today, you know, measuring or where to get a scale, I'll put some information and some locations of where you can find stuff like that. Or any comments, leave them in the comments below. We really want to hear from you, and stay tuned for future episodes. On our next episode, Helen and I are going to make cannabis lube. Very important for all women, but especially women who are, you know, menopausal and postmenopausal, where, you know, dryness
It can be
can
painful. Yeah.
big issue, big deal. But good news, like most of the products you buy on the market, they have actually a similar ingredient to antifreeze, which dries you out.
Wow.
But there's
not
great.
know that.
I know, but there's great
They put
products.
antifreeze.
Not really antifreeze. No, not antifreeze. They don't put antifreeze in
Gosh.
the lube. But there is a similar, like a similar ingredient that is very drying. So it temporarily lube and then it can dry you out after. Demiva makes an amazing product called May, which is all like natural and works really well. So, so I am, you know, learning about lubes as well. But this this lubricant that we're gonna do is made with cannabis. So
get your
stay.
hoo-ha high. Not you. Not you. Not your head. Well, not that head anyway.
We're girls. We don't have the other head. That's okay. That's okay.
Whoops.
Anyway, so
Someday.
join us for the next episode where we will show you that exciting recipe. So bottoms up. Cheers.
Cheers. Just to recap a few things that we covered today. If you don't have a measuring scale, the best thing to do is, first of all, if you've purchased your cannabis from the OCS, you already know how much you've purchased. So if you're using that to decarboxylate or to bake with or to make whatever you're gonna make with the cannabis, refer to the amount you bought. So that's how much you have, right? If it's 1 gram or 2 grams. Now for dosing, this is something we actually haven't covered in the segment, and it's very important for people who have never ingested it. So go slow, nice and easy. The cannabis you've purchased, it tells you how much THC is in it. So if you've purchased 1 gram and the label says there's 19% THC, and that's what you are going to be making whatever you're making, you must bake it in order for it to be active, which we did cover. But for dosing, if it says 19% and you're using 1 gram of cannabis, that's 190 milligrams. That is a very, very strong dose, and do not have that on your own. That can be split up with many people. So just use a calculator, and the right dose for someone who's never ingested it before would be about 10 milligrams. It's a low dose, but it's very, very strong for someone who's never done it before. So err on the side of caution, go as low as you can. If 10 milligrams doesn't work, you can have a little bit more, but just start slow. Also, something very, very important. It doesn't kick in very quickly. It could take up to an hour and a half for it to start working. So, if you don't feel anything after half an hour or 45 minutes, do not eat more. Do not eat more. Wait an hour and a half. See what happens then. And if you still don't feel anything, then okay, have a little bit more. But wait an hour and a half before you try any more. And if you're new to using cannabis, there are a lot of great websites out there that will give you tons of information. Leafly is actually one of those websites you can go to. They're great with dosing information, different types of strains, what could be good for you. You can actually type in what kind of strain is good for weight loss, for example. I'm not saying there is a strain for that, I'm just saying, for example. You could type that into Leafly and it will come up and let you know. If you have any questions or any recipes that you'd like us to try out, please leave a comment in the comment section.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Wait, give me a pause before you say see you next time.
See you next time.